Okay, well, the conversation has recently put an article together talking about older women and the discrimination that they're feeling in the workforce. And they did a report, they did a survey. 39% of older people were perceiving age discrimination in their workplace. Now, we've got an older generation that's continuing to grow and needing jobs, but finding themselves out of work a little earlier than they'd anticipated. What do you think here when you read something like this?
I have so much sympathy because my mom's currently in this situation. She's looking for a new job, and technology just changes so quickly, you know? From the time we started even to now, it's just, you know, so rapid, and it would have changed so much from when she initially joined the workforce. But I think that the thing we're missing here is that the people of this generation, they have so much to add to the knowledge base, and I think by kind of excluding them from the workforce and thinking that people who are only good with certain bits of technology, we're totally missing something here.
I think what Rachel's saying is to go back to the organisations, to companies, for employers to look at the value that these mature-aged people offer in organisations, because too quick what I find happens is mature-aged people are so skilled, sometimes they're overqualified.
Yeah.
And it becomes harder for them to find another job if they do decide to move on.
Yeah, and sometimes they're able to find someone who can do the job that they're doing because they've had pay increases over the years. They can find someone else to do the job at half the price.
Half the price.
Yeah. But the thing is, we're missing this other soft set of skills that they have. Yeah, we're losing it, I think.
I actually watched this documentary on SBS. It was an Insight program, and they interviewed women, mature-age women, who find themselves homeless because they've...
Wow.
The
super's low, the out of work.
Either they're divorced, so
or
that
widowed.
income is gone, they're widowed, and they just can't survive. Like, I think by 2030, the age pension can only be accessed by people that are 67 years old. So there's a gap there of people retiring or not retiring. They're having to continue to work to live.
That's right, longer. But we're also living longer as well. You know, people are fitter, they're healthier, and they're staying that way for a longer time. So they've got stuff to offer. They've got stuff to do.
I think as well, within this generation, there's this mindset of someone paying you to do a service. I think within a younger generation, we have a mindset of, I'm going to go out and find work for myself. I'm going to go on the internet and find something that I can do. And I think so many of these people, they have skills that would be marketable, that people would want if they would understand how to market
But at a
themselves
young age,
online.
they've still got access to money, or their parents will support. When you're older, you don't necessarily have all those things.
Your children have moved on and it's probably started their own family.
Yeah.
And I guess maybe some cases husbands have left their wives or the widowed. So women are actually really struggling. Another thing is not only elderly women, but I find with women who have decided to take the time off to have children, going back into the workforce, that's a bit of a struggle as well, and they might find some discrimination there as well.
Yeah, I found that a struggle, and to find a job, because I left school at 15, I don't have HSC, I don't have all those qualifications.
And then you take time off to look after the kids.
I've taken time off to look after the kids. You're left unskilled, uneducated, and, you know, like, I've run businesses all my life, I have all these skills, but I don't have a piece of paper to say what I've got. So people just go, no, not hiring you.
Another thing is they're ill. You know, elderly people have illnesses and ailments that stop them from doing certain jobs for too long, like sitting too long, you know, and I think
Can't
that
lift,
also you can't lift.
Yeah.
So.
I think, coming back to what you were saying, wouldn't it be great if, you know, like we were talking about the Tinder, wouldn't it be great if we could match up the elderly, well, older people, because it's not necessarily elderly, it's older people, sort of like 50 onwards, with younger generation people who could skill set them.
Start matching them.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a growing older generation, but we're having people with less kids, so we've got less younger people coming through. So it's probably something we all need to think about, and maybe some attitudes might need to change.